Pokrovsk remains one of the hottest front lines in recent weeks. Despite conflicting statements by both sides regarding control over various parts of the city, Moscow already claims to have captured it entirely. Sky News explains why this particular settlement has become a critical point of defense for Ukraine. Russian media call Pokrovsk the gateway to Donetsk. Its capture would be Russia's greatest success since the fall of Avdiivka. Before the war, the city was an important logistics hub through which key supply routes for the Ukrainian army passed. Its loss would significantly limit the Ukrainian Armed Forces' ability to maneuver and hold positions, including in the neighboring Zaporizhzhia Oblast. The capture of Pokrovsk could give Russian forces a springboard for further offensives on Chasov Yar, an important defensive junction on a hill. Slavyansk and Kramatorsk are the main fortress cities of Donbass, the remaining territories that Ukraine still controls in the region. Analysts note that Russia has long been unable to break through the Ukrainian line of fortified cities, and that is why even a partial breakthrough in this area could be a strategic success. Unlike the massive attacks Russia previously employed, Russian forces are now employing a gradual encirclement tactic. Smaller infantry groups and drones are constantly pressuring Ukrainian positions, attempting to disrupt their defenses before the main forces can arrive. The Ukrainian side claims that the enemy is suffering significant losses, but admits that the situation around the city remains difficult. The fighting for Pokrovsk intensified just as Steve Witkoff, Donald Trump's special envoy, arrived in Moscow. Amid diplomatic attempts to unblock negotiations, Russia is seeking to showcase its successes on the front lines. Before the full-scale invasion, Pokrovsk's population was around 60,000, and the nearby mine remained Ukraine's largest producer of coking coal, essential for metallurgy. In this case, the Special Operations Forces of Ukraine carried out a successful operation in the Pokrovsk direction, eliminating Russian troops during a clearance at an industrial facility. The tactical group of the Special Operations Forces reported this on their Telegram channel. In the Pokrovsk direction, fighters of the 3rd Separate Special Operations Regiment carried out a targeted clearance operation at an industrial facility that had been infiltrated by a group of Russian soldiers. During aerial reconnaissance, drone operators detected the enemy attempting to enter the mine's territory. Assessing the situation, Ukrainian soldiers developed a clear plan of action. Waiting for optimal weather conditions, the Special Operations Forces team moved to the designated area to carry out the operation. The events then unfolded according to a pre-planned scenario, establishing contact, close quarters combat, and the elimination of the enemy group. The SSO unit operated in coordination with drone operators who provided constant aerial surveillance and support with FPV drones. Thanks to the unit's coordination, speed, and professionalism, the mission was completed without any losses on the Ukrainian side. The enemy attempting to infiltrate the facility was completely neutralized. A NATO representative reminded that Russia had aimed to capture Pokrovsk over a year ago, but this goal was achieved extremely slowly, and a large number of Russian lives were lost for it. During this time, Ukrainians were able to take the necessary measures so that the loss of the city would not have as great a strategic significance as it would have had if it had happened earlier, the North Atlantic Alliance added. If Pokrovsk is completely captured, Russia will likely use it for logistics and as a staging ground for attacks on other cities in the Donetsk region, as well as a base for launching drones, NATO believes.
The night of Wednesday, December 3rd, was turbulent in Russia. That night, there were reports of a drone attack in the Donbass region. An oil refinery in the region caught fire, according to Exile Nova Plus. An oil refinery in Russia's Donbass region caught fire on the night of December 3rd as a result of an attack by unknown drones. The regional governor confirmed that a fire broke out at an oil depot in the Tambov region after drone debris fell. Footage of a blazing fire at an oil refinery is being widely shared online. Publics note that the Nikophorovskaya oil depot of Tambov Nefteprodukt JSC in the village of Dmitrovka was hit overnight. It should be added that Voronezh region governor Alexander Gyuzov also complained about the attack on the region. According to him, in one district, several fuel tanks were slightly damaged as a result of the downed drone. However, he noted that no fire broke out. It's worth noting that the aggressor country's Ministry of Defense reported on the drone's operations this morning. According to their data, Russia was attacked by over 100 drones. They claim to have intercepted and destroyed 102 drones overnight. 26 UAVs over the territory of the Belgorod region, 22 UAVs over the territory of the Bryansk region, 21 UAVs over the territory of the Kursk region, 16 UAVs over the territory of the Rostov region, 7 UAVs over the territory of the Astrakhan region, 6 UAVs over the territory of the Saratov region, 4 UAVs over the territory of the Voronezh region. At the end of November this year, the Beriv aircraft repair plant in Taganrog, Rostov Oblast, Russia, was damaged. A fire broke out in the Tu-95 aircraft repair shop. At the same time, the defense forces also once again struck the Avdiivka oil refinery in the Krasnodar territory, which is involved in supplying the Russian army.
Господи, обереги наш дом, Господи. Господи, что все прошло мимо нашего дома. Господи, защити нас и огради, Господи.
Units of Ukraine's Special Operations Forces carried out a successful strike on a storage and launch site for Shahid attack drones near Cape Chauda in temporarily occupied Crimea, according to the Special Operations Forces. According to the command, the site had been repeatedly used by Russian forces in southern Crimea to launch drones targeting Ukraine's critical infrastructure. The operation marks yet another example of Ukraine's asymmetric approach to undermining Russia's offensive capabilities across occupied territory. A Special Operations Forces representative emphasized the importance of the mission. Every strike that limits Russia's ability to launch drones is a step toward protecting our people. We will continue working methodically and precisely, wherever the enemy thinks they are safe. The Special Operations Forces continue to employ asymmetric actions to undermine the offensive capabilities of the Russian army, limiting its ability to strike civilian targets. This is not the first operation by Ukrainian Special Forces in Crimea. Over the past few months, they have repeatedly destroyed enemy equipment, storage facilities, and command posts, reducing Russia's strike capabilities. These asymmetric actions are part of Ukraine's strategy to deter Russia and protect civilians, especially amid ongoing Russian attempts to attack civilian targets with drones. On November 28, the Ukrainian General Staff reported strikes on the Sakei airfield in Crimea. In addition, Ukrainian forces successfully hit an oil refinery in Russia's Saratov region and other enemy targets. On the night of November 28, Magyar's birds drones disabled the Saratov refinery and several power substations. In total, 10 enemy targets were attacked. According to commander of the Ukraine's Unmanned Systems Forces, Robert Magyar Brovdi, the strike successfully hit the Saratov refinery of Rosneft, which produces more than 20 types of petroleum products. Several 500 kV Russian substations were also targeted from temporarily occupied Luhansk to the Rostov region. In total, on the night of November 28, the deep strike forces of the drone forces engaged 10 critical, military, and energy infrastructure targets of the occupier, covering an unlimited geographical area, Brovdi said. Brovdi added that the strikes were carried out by the 1st Separate Drone Forces Center and the Graf Unit. Gasoline is becoming scarce in the swamps, and gas and oil are burning quickly. All this is moving toward complete darkness, a cold and long winter. Blacky in the swamps, that's not scary. More intense and louder actions are coming, he promised. Over 3 days, Ukraine's drone forces destroyed 3 Russian air defense systems, Buk M1, Buk M2, and Tor M2. The total cost of these systems is estimated at approximately $60 million.